for your plumbing and electric.
That's right, Tony Zach with Mr. Sparky and Benjamin Franklin. And there are a lot of things people should keep in mind going into this really frigid temperature.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be brutally cold this weekend. And so everybody's going to be pulling out their space heaters.
Right.
And look, these things they pull a good load from your electrical system. And so you hear a lot of times, you know, of these things creating fires because they do pull a lot. So make sure if you're using these, number one, don't use an extension cord. And you want to make sure that they're on different circuits in the house. So to get real technical very quick, a lot of new homes have 15 amp circuits. These pull about 12.5 amps on those 15 amp circuits. So they're really maxing it out on one outlet on that circuit. So got to be real careful with this. These usually cause issues because people tend to plug them in as many as they can, and they pull a lot of electricity, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know if we had this plugged in with anything else.
Yes.
And both of those things are going at once. It's going to flip the breaker.
That's right. Exactly.
Should you put them into a strip?
No, I would just put it straight to the outlet.
Okay.
If you can, put it straight to the outlet. And I would also, you know, another thing that people do just because of the plumbing side, you know, they have these, they would call them indoor safe gas heaters, right? Make sure you have a carbon monoxide detector in the house. They sell them at Lowe's. They're pretty inexpensive. They're plug-in units. We recommend them be part of, you know, your smoke detector system.
Oh.
You know, but for the week, you know,
thing.
to get that done before Saturday, which is on, then definitely get a CO2 detector for anything that you would be burning in your house. If you've got a gas stove, obviously you should already have one, but for any indoor propane burning or style heater, definitely get a CO2 monitor.
That's good advice, and maybe grab some extra blankets.
Yes.
With tips from the experts about plumbing and electric.
That's right, yeah. And there are some, fairly simple but impactful things that you can do around the house that can help with this cold weather.
Oh, definitely. And as cold as it's going to be, plus the wind chill, it's very important to make sure that all your faucets are dripping. Disconnect all your hoses outside, right? That's one of the number one things where you're going to get a split and you could have, you know, water spraying everywhere because you don't take the hose off of your faucet out or your hose bib outside, right? And then when water freezes, it's going to expand and crack those pieces, and that's where you're going to get your leaks from. So if you have a mobile home, for sure you want to make sure running water takes a lot longer to freeze. So it's very important that any outside wall in your home that has a faucet or like your sink is to the outside wall, open those cabinet doors. Help getting some warm air in there and make sure that that water's dripping. If you have what I'll call a unilever for your hot and cold, put that sucker in the center and just have a steady drip. So that it
just
doesn't.
like boom.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. You don't need a steady pour. You just want a steady drip.
Kenzith is joining us live with tips from experts for your plumbing and electric.
That's right. And these are one thing that you could use outside your house. I have some of these. Actually, my neighbor brought me some last year before the storm. It's like, Amanda, here, you need this. I thought that was so sweet. But yeah, you can put these over the outdoor spouts, right?
That's right. Put those over your outdoor spigots. Make sure you take the hose off of it. Don't just set them on top. Use them for what they are. Push them against the house. Take the hose off of those outdoor spigots for sure. If you've got an outdoor tankless unit, make sure you're dripping water. These also you can also buy what we'll call this as a pipe cover. So this would be mounted on the side of your house. This would cover up the incoming pipes. Put some insulation under there. If you need help, of course, call Ben Franklin. We put these on outdoor tankless water heaters all the time. But it's going to be cold. It's freezing out here this morning, and we haven't even gotten started.
I know. Whenever I can see my breath, I'm like, that's not what it's supposed to be like here. So for these, yeah, they are on the outside of the house. Do they need like an extra like blanket or anything? Or
No,
should they be
no.
okay? It's just
you
the
just got to
lines
make
underneath.
sure, right? You got to make sure you're dripping water. and you want to make sure that you put one of these underneath, put some insulation on it. We've been putting these in for people for the last couple of weeks now just because of all the cold weather that we've been having.
Right.
So they really help.
Okay. All right.
Really
and then
help.
you can cover up, you know, the outdoor pipes and stuff like that too.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. And if you have anything exposed pipe-wise, like, you know, you may have a outdoor spigot that has a pipe coming out of the ground, you want to make sure that you're wrapping that up with insulation. Not just the regular small black insulation, but you want to be piling it around with plastic bags or anything that's going to help hold heat so that that pipe doesn't freeze.
Okay. I have an outdoor shower that busts every year when we have cold weather. We'll go look at that next maybe and figure out how to keep that okay.
Outdoor pipes and the cutoffs for these are inside, so we're going to turn those two pipes off, your hot water and your cold water, and we're going to let this system drain down so that we don't still have any water sitting in here to freeze and then expand and crack, and then we'll have problems when the water does or the ice thaws back out. We'll have leaks everywhere. So you want to make sure that you're winterizing all your outdoor pipes. If they've got cutoffs, let's cut them off, and then we'll come outside and we'll turn the faucets on so that everything drains out and that we won't have any issues once the warm weather returns.
And the black stuff that's on there, because when I, you know, had to get this replaced yet again, they put the black stuff on there. I had pool noodles on.
Well, you know, and these are good, but really this type of insulation does not have a lot of what they call an R value. That's why you want to definitely make sure that they drain out. This does have, like I said, so this has a value of an R1. Most like insulation in your attic's probably an R15 and above, right?
Okay.
So it does have an insulating factor. These really are just for aesthetics, covering up pipe, making it look good. That's why I was saying if you have an outdoor faucet, like you'd really want to wrap this up with more plastic, like those plastic bags that you get from, you know, your stores, anything like that. Tape it up, really bundle it up with more than just this black insulation.
Just like grocery bags?
Yeah, grocery bags, something that's going to help hold that heat. You want to tape it up with maybe electrical tape. Duct tape. You really want to just build an insulating barrier around all your pipes.
I like it. Well, I've got a project today. Maybe I'll wait till it warms up a little bit before I do that.